official episode of the Red Rook Mercenary Company. The last two were more of like a technical tutorial, but this will be for all references session 1. We have, of course, all the usual cast. I won't go through everyone's name and everything, but who would like to start us off with a brief recap of what happened for
I will.
inspiration?
I'll
Okay,
do it.
go right ahead.
So, let's see. Interesting things that have occurred in recently. Now, just for my own sake, do you want to go from the last recap we did, or just everything?
We'll go with the last recap.
Okay, so the last recap had us start off with us in the midst of a fight.
Mhm.
In the midst of the fight in the marketplace, I was suspended in the air. A handful of people were out front fighting. I was trying to track somebody down, Shamil. So, if I remember correctly, my interpretation of events at the time was trying to hunt down Shamil, drag myself over to a building with an arrow and rope, getting over there, and in the midst of me doing that, he had somehow taken the arrow out of his chest, stabbed somebody nearby, made that person look like him, and he tried to run away. When I showed up, I started following tracks to find him, and all of a sudden he appeared behind me next to the doppelganger he made. And then I obviously went to go chase after him, and eventually he was caught on the other side of the marketplace and brought back. Tavi was, from my understanding, pretty much just done up and secured relatively quickly by two of our compatriots.
Tavi was tied up with a strobe light in his face.
I think for future reference, maybe not stab the guy you're gonna make look like you.
Well, it probably would have worked if he had stabbed him in the chest.
Yeah, no, but it was in the arm, so with the arrow. Yeah. But, and then, if I remember right, Rukal and a handful of people decided to go jump down into the well, into the sewers, while he tried to escape. He gets knocked out. He got knocked out, and people were trying to escape while avoiding a gigantic gelatinous type creature that was slowly dissolving anything that it came in contact with, organic wise.
Yep.
Let's see. We were able to meet up back up top, made a deal with the other mercenaries for us to keep the bounties if we healed them, which we did. We kind of were wrapping things up there. Some people went off to go, were about to head off to turn in the bounties. We found that the dead body that was inside the building was a noble. I elected to stay behind to turn the body over to authorities and the noble house. And then, before we all split off in different directions, we were approached by the Rakshasa. I'm forgetting a name.
Pubo.
Yes, he approached us, said he was impressed with our work while he watched the whole shenanigans happen in front of him, and he kind of gave the hint that he was possibly going to give us work, or his work that he was going to reference us to, something along those lines. And he charmed me, that motherfucker. If I remember correctly,
he dominated your ass. Actually,
whoa!
You know what? I was trying to be nice, but okay.
I did not. I was not there for that part of the session.
The spell domination.
Yeah.
So that would sign up for ass domination.
Yeah. So that happened, and then that kind of just was the end of the session of us splitting up, me waiting, and then you and me talked about that separately of what that transpiring, and we got paid.
Yes, you guys did get paid.
And we divvied up the loot.
Yes. So, few things that happened in between sessions. There was the divvying of the various equipment that were on the Kafir bandits, and also there was a pseudo dragon that was acquired. It appeared to have been in some way aligned with the bandits.
Yep.
It was also...
I didn't realize we took that with us.
Yes, it
I
was
took it.
detained, and Scrox, what happened?
Try rather than selling it, I tried to make friends with it and ended up getting stung, and I'm now face down on the floor.
Yep.
Luckily, the thing is still tied up, and yeah, it's not going anywhere. But it's on the table, and I'm on the floor, right in front of it.
And we're gonna
Ha-
presume that's
having a
safely in
nap.
the study within the Red Rook barracks, not in
Yeah,
the middle of the
just kind of
marketplace.
working on it at the desk. Got stung, and off the chair I went.
Beautiful. Well, that was a great summary, Nick. Go ahead and give yourself the toggled inspiration,
Got it.
The toggle.
the toggle, and yeah, we'll just get things rolling. Does anyone have any questions before we begin?
Nope.
Beautiful.
Nope. I'm guessing we're because I know I kind of asked you. We're starting there's a little time gap, but not much. Or
Yeah,
time jump, I should say.
Like
of
a
a
day.
barely perceptible one.
Okay.
Basically, we're you know what? How about I explain it? In fact, let's.
Here we go.
Yeah. So,
Cutscene.
life as a mercenary has taken you places that most others never see. In a sense, you've carved open doors and avenues through violence and wit. One such door has opened. An opportunity for riches and glory awaits you, yet to be illuminated by the rising dawn. Your latest public display of martial and magical prowess has caught the eye of a powerful Rakshasa and left you thirsting for celebration and a well earned rest. After tapping the company's wine stores and divvying up the spoils, you turned in for the night. You awaken the next day to the smell of breakfast, deep, rich black tea, smoked lamb and fish with fried pork on pita bread with olives, dates, and hummus. It wafts into the bunkhouse invitingly, mixing with the soft morning light and the faint sound of someone humming.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right fucking now. Disable that fucking mastication sound. Jesus fucking Christ.
Please,
All I heard
please
during that
do!
whole reading. Nom, 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 nom. Oh my god.
Oh, you're not actually within range of Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
That
but
is
why did I hear him at the cutscene?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All I
we
heard was-
heard it throughout the whole cutscene.
We all
wait,
heard
wait, wait.
it.
That was global?
Yes.
I can still hear it faintly.
I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it at all.
Wait. Okay, hold on. So, let me be clear. Mike, the noise you're hearing is actually the angry pseudo dragon
I heard
hissing on the ground.
mastication.
I heard eating sounds.
Yeah,
That's weird. I've disabled
yeah, like
that.
right now.
Nope, that's hissing. That's supposed to be a.
Oh, that is.
No.
hissing.
During the whole
Yeah.
intro scene, there was the chewing.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Well, now do you hear it though?
Oh no! Now I just hear a very loud vocal.
Very loud Whoa, okay.
The music.
It
I don't
shouldn't
have
still
music.
be playing.
Okay. That thing
Or
makes
singing.
funny noises.
You can turn the music down a little bit if you go to the sound thing.
My music isn't playing. 'Cause I'm
Oh, not
taking-
you. I'm talking to Nick. He said his was loud.
So,
Okay, now I can understand it. It sounds too much like someone fucking eating.
nope, that is definitely the sound of an angry cat that I found and put into an MP3.
You can use like an angry iguana or something.
So I couldn't find a good angry lizard noise. Nothing that didn't have like some dude talking over it or something like that. It's actually very frustrating. But Dreadhawk Scrox, go ahead and roll perception with advantage to wake up to all of this.
So you said that vocal noise we're hearing, that's supposed to be the humming.
That's just someone humming.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the 15, Bob.
Oh, you're gonna go with the 15? Okay, so let me go ahead and wake you up here.
I'm waking up.
So you see that the pseudo dragon has somehow knocked off of the table and is growling and hissing on the floor. The rest of you are awake in the barracks. The sunlight has shone in, and you see the familiar face of Favia. She is a small little rock gnome who is busily sewing and stitching up a pile of clothes.
Ooh, it's very angry.
Let me go ahead and see if I can find a picture of her. There we go. She, of course, works for Red Rook and is something of a like a scullery maid.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Favia.
Morning. It's going to be a good day, I can tell.
What makes you say that?
Well, look how the sun's shining. And you're alive, aren't you?
Fair enough. I'll just walk, and I'm guessing this is the breakfast area.
Yep.
Boy.
You see Chef Hurak is busily chopping up some meat and veggies to put into a stew for later, but the
I'm guessing-
arrangement of pita and smoked meats are already set out for breakfast.
On the tables?
Yep.
All right, I'll just go sit down and have a little something.
Okay.
Morning. That's to the chef.
He just gives you a nod. He's not really one for talking.
That's fine.
Tom, I wake up and first thing I do is I make my bed, kind of like soldier straight, and then I survey my armor before donning like the normal daily stuff. Not like everything. I'm not going full armor, but like for strolling around the campus or the fort, I'm just going to have like basic stuff. But I'm going to look at my heavy armor and like survey if there's any dents, if there's anything that needs to be polished, anything like that.
There's a little scratch from there's a chip or scratch or two from the fall down the well. But,
Is it something that can be buffed out, or is it something where I have to...
nothing too crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna work on that a little bit until it's to my satisfaction, and then go out and eat.
Give it a nice little shine.
Yeah, make sure it looks presentable, you know. And then I'm gonna start walking out.
Well, I have an upset pseudo dragon to deal with.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Notice that you are awake and looming over it, and not too thrilled.
Is it?
Do we
free?
hear it at
Is
all?
Not with the door closed.
Is it free? Is it still tied up?
It is still very much tied up. There's one leg just kind of kicking out that got loose, and it's like clawing at you, but not close enough.
Well, a show of force may not be wise here. So let's try befriending it with some food.
Can't wait to walk into the study and see Scrox on the floor again.
Yep.
you just hear.
Well,
a
I don't
thump.
want to color. I don't want to color spray it.
Color spray.
Just
Then you'll have a blind, angry, like clawing.
well, at least I can get it in the bag. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna try and pacify it with some food. At least get it to chill the fuck out.
It probably is hungry. It didn't eat anything overnight.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go to the. Dining area and
Okay.
grab something.
You
Would I know
pass-
if these things are meat eaters or vegetable eaters?
Roll a knowledge nature.
I mean, it tried to eat you, didn't it? No, it stung you. Sorry.
Yeah.
It stung me. Ooh, no clue. All right.
Yeah, you're not really sure what a pseudo dragon eats.
All right, meat it is. Everyone loves meat.
As you say that, you see Jeff just panting at you, tongue lopping out.
All right, we'll get something for Jim. But if I give him something, it's just gonna rot.
He prefers metal,
Good old Jeff.
Yeah.
rocks, very small rocks.
Well, if I haven't given him the weapons we chose to save, I'll give him those.
Okay, he slurps those up.
But I come back to the pseudo dragon with some like turkey meat or something, or
There's-
lamb. Lamb. We
Yeah,
got
there's
lamb.
lamb, there's pork, there's fish.
I'm gonna go with lamb.
Okay.
Just try and get it to calm down so it's not hurting itself.
Roll animal handling with advantage.
Come on.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with the second one.
Oh, I was-
Mhm.
I wasn't playing the music. Hold on.
Yee.
There we go. Okay. It's very busily eating the food.
Oh, phew.
It is very food focused.
Oh, good.
Kinda
Oh.
Tongue like slithering out, trying to reach more bites of it.
Do we have a cage at all?
There's bound to be a cage. You guys have done all sorts of weird, odd jobs. I would say there's a cage that could be
Okay.
acquired.
All right. Can I try and coax it into this thing?
I would say another animal handling, but not with advantage.
Come on, baby. Motherfucker!
Nope. It does not want to get into there.
All
My
right.
my long rest roll was just 3 fresh spells.
Okay.
Ugh.
In Raleigh and Ard, you are awake.
Yep.
Just so you
I know.
Okay.
I was just letting everyone else go.
Okay.
And Raleigh
Well,
is-
maybe I'll let it finish and try and do this again in a minute. In an hour.
Thanks for the reminder to do
Okay.
that, Derek.
And Raleigh has been awake for about half an hour now. And she has the decks
Oh.
splayed in front of her on the bed. She's sitting cross-legged, and
Oh, did we do
she's
a
going
long
to
rest?
do her full 3.
Yes, there was a long rest.
Yeah.
She's going to do
You're
a full
going to-
3-card.
Oh. All 3.
Divination. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. All 3 of them, right? One after another. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Then you pull the. So here's the first card you pull. And so the way I'm going to run this is the first card you pull each day
Mm-hmm.
is going to be from the major arcana.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 2 cards are from the minor.
Mhm.
So you pull the following card. It is known as the Magician, or the Magus, or sometimes known as the Witch, but basically it is a particularly powerful card from the major arcana. It symbolizes opportunity and worthiness. It challenges you to utilize your talents and skills. Your bonus for the remainder of the day is for one time when you make a roll that you on a skill or weapon or save that you are proficient with, you may roll with advantage.
Okay.
But only if you remember that exists.
Mm.
And then the second card you draw is the 2 of Pentacles, also known as the 2 of Discs or the 2 of Coins. This is a minor arcana card of change. It suggests movement and flow, typically of money, ideas, power, or rule. It is a card that represents controlled chaos. And then lastly, the third card you pull is the Nine of Cups. This card represents happiness in excess. It is a card of decadence, of creature comforts. It encourages you to go out on a limb and go and enjoy life. Treat yourself, basically.
Very well.
And you place the 3 cards down, and they kind of, in the sunlight, they glow and dissipate into the air. And yeah,
Perfect.
since you've been up for 30 minutes, make a perception check.
Okay. Ah, I've been too busy.
Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah. It's just a nice morning. You smell all the breakfast
Mhm.
outside.
Having done that, she's gonna head to the kitchen.
Okay. And yeah, you see the other 2 are enjoying breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And Raleigh?
Oh, grumpy, grumpy, grumpy.
Good morning, the both of you.
Morning.
Hard.
Morning.
What are you up to?
Not a ton at the moment, actually. Yeah, kind of. I guess, I'll move myself. God damn it. Try to grab both tokens
Oh,
at
yeah.
once. Theron is colliding with the wall.
Turn it there.
Roll before you leave, roll a perception check.
Something's going on in this room and none of us realize it.
Wait, you didn't ask me to do perception.
You left too quickly.
Okay.
I also didn't see whatever.
It's a
this-
special thing.
Oof.
I don't see shit.
Oh, that's right. You have a -2.
Yup.
All right.
Little
Toodles.
do we know there's a fire lit under one of the beds, and when we come back, the entire place is gonna be in cinders.
He fails to see the low battery alarm on his dragon.
No.
Yeah, I'm taking Theron to my table, and even though Theron is self-repairing, I'm just gonna check over to make sure there's no like lasting damage or stuff that for whatever reason did not set properly.
Watch out.
Jeff Goldblum is going to take an experimental lick of Theron
Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Theron is not going to register as a threat, and therefore does not acknowledge it in any way.
Lick, lick.
Well, I'm finished eating,
Okay.
so I'm gonna head back this way and get my stuff.
Can I try my hand at this darn thing again?
You know what? Yeah. What's your strategy this time?
Well, just kind of leave it alone till it finished.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of just want to get it in the cage at this point.
You're just gonna like force it into the cage, or are you gonna coax it in, put a treat in there?
Yeah, it seems to be food driven. I'm gonna put some more lamb in the cage, open it up, and back away after tying a little string to the door so I can pull it shut.
Okay.
You will be my friend.
Is this how you're getting a familiar?
Fucking trying.
Fucking trying.
No, I have to summon him. I can't summon this guy.
Okay.
He already exists.
So, make another animal handling. You're using food, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say not advantage, but you do get a +2.
Oh boy, here we go.
He's not quite as starving.
Come on. Yes!
Oh my goodness.
Good job.
25 with the +2.
He's in the cage, happily eating.
Oh, thank goodness. All right, I shut the cage, and we're gonna let him chill out. We're gonna put a little blanket over it so he can see outside over here, but can't see in the room, so he doesn't get upset at people.
You're putting him in a bird cage?
Yes, and
Okay.
I'm leaving the window side open so he's not in the dark.
I'll put him over here, and I'll also take away the snarling
thank God.
sound effect.
Tom.
Yep. What do we
21.
got? Ooh. So,
Now I go eat.
you do notice
So I was
as you're
grabbing my
passing-
gear that was underneath my bed.
Yep.
That's why I went back.
As you're passing by, you do notice that there's always been a shrine outside of the barracks, and it is typically a shrine of remembrance for fallen. Kind of makes sense for that to be in front of what used to be a military barracks, and it's now a mercenary company barracks with people
Yeah.
die there, so they want to remember people. You do notice the two tieflings from yesterday are currently looks like they're paying respects. But with that roll, you notice something a little off. Ooh is not currently wearing a shirt. His back,
Ooh.
well, his back is covered in what looked like kind of scarred over lashes. And you do note that one of the pieces of clothes that Favia is stitching up is one of his shirts. And he looks like he's currently sleeping off whatever did that to him.
Oh wait, these are fresh scars?
These look like they happened yesterday.
Question for anyone else. Are you getting an issue where you try and open a spell description or an item description and just instantly closes?
Let me look.
I haven't yet.
Give me a moment.
Let me pull up one of your... Oh, yeah, that's happening for me.
Yep,
Oh.
same here.
Lovely.
That's weird.
Yep.
You should be able to open the edit. Everyone should have edit access.
No, I just
So
the
I'll
description.
trust you with that.
The description doesn't stick.
Mm-hmm.
Like I pulled the spell from the compendium. It's just I want to read it.
I mean,
Mine's doing the
that's
same
what you
thing.
that's what you get for being on roll 20, you know.
Shut up.
Anyway,
So
okay, sorry, this is more the questioning in my head.
Mhm.
These look like fresh lashings.
yep, from at least a day old, or at most a
Do
day old.
now, if I remember correctly, before we left for the marketplace yesterday, these two, Ooh and what was the other? Whispers. Thank you. Both of them got taken by the by the lieutenant,
By the sergeant. Yep,
but
the sergeant hauled them off.
because they were skimming some of their mark, right?
They were
They were in trouble about something.
yes. Make a wisdom check.
Sure. You said check?
Yeah, not a save.
Okay, it's that one.
Pretty sure that's how memory is done in this game. You can't. You know it had something to do with a sergeant. You don't remember the details, but
Would I
yeah.
know from history here that if you did something that was bad enough, this would be the punishment for doing this?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is just normal.
Yep. That's
They got what they were. They
Yep.
got the consequences for their actions. So
they definitely got a whipping.
all right. So I got some bow and arrow, and I'm walking by here now,
Mhm.
and I see this. What am I seeing when I look into here?
Jeff.
Goldblum, he's always been here.
Yeah, I brought him from the desert.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, sorry. I thought the pseudo dragon was in here.
Oh, the pseudo dragon is over here, in a cage with a cloth over most of it.
All right. So everything's as per usual, just something in the cage. All right. I will then open the door. Close the door.
You almost run
Oh.
smack dab into the sergeant.
Oh. Good
Hi.
morning, Sergeant.
Just who I was looking for. Is the rest of your party done sleeping off their little booze session from last night?
I think so. I think everyone's up in some form or another.
All right, well, the boss, sorry, Lieutenant Ronnie, wishes to have your presence.
All of us?
Apparently. Not just you, the rest of the lads.
Oh, okay. I will go grab them.
All right.
And so I'll just go and basically I'll go over here. Hey, get your stuff. The lieutenant wants to see us.
Okay. I get up and start heading over there.
Yeah.
Where do we usually find the lieutenant? Just so I would assume that I would
it
know.
would be
I'm guessing over here. Or
Nope,
no, that's the
the
captain's.
rightmost room.
Okay.
That is the.
No idea. Just it might be about yesterday. It might be another job. I don't know. The sergeant didn't say. They are.
Hey.
Lieutenant wants to see us. Get your things.
All right, I'll be right there.
I knock on the door.
Yes. Come in.
Chair.
You wanted to see us, Lieutenant?
Yes, of course. He pushes up his glasses. The lieutenant is a water genasi. He's
Like myself. Okay.
Yep. He is very well organized. He typically has quite a bit of book smarts, and he has been put in charge of the company while the founder is out in other cities looking for a second location. Generally speaking, the jobs that he has assigned you and the other mercenaries have all been relatively safe. They're usually long-term caravan escorts or patrols or guard duty. Nothing that really screams glory or nothing that gets into the nitty-gritty of politics. He doesn't want anyone to take sides. So usually he tries to stay well within that little main within those guidelines while the founder is out. And he looks concerned.
Everything okay?
Are you familiar with one Yusuf al-Akraba?
I don't know, am I?
This was the Rakshasa from yesterday, right?
Make a wisdom check, and Mike, is there knowledge nobility? What knowledges do we got? I'm gonna say in lieu of knowledge nobility, people could make history. Yeah, history. That sounds good.
Hey, I'm actually skilled in that.
All right, now Sawada, you the Rakshasa you met yesterday was Kubo Alakraba. Same last name, not the same first name.
Is he related to Kubo?
I am familiar.
And Nurali,
Yeah,
yes, you don't have to roll. You are familiar with Yusuf.
I mean, we all met him.
I am
We-
familiar
no, we
with
met-
Yusuf.
We met
Yes.
Kubo yesterday.
You guys did. You guys met Kubo.
Mhm.
Only in Raleigh has met Yusuf.
We met
However-
Kubo. Yes, Kubo. How do you pronounce the last name? Sorry,
Ubo Alakraba.
Yes, yes.
we met a
Catman.
Kubo Kara yesterday after we finished up catching the Kefra brothers.
Yes.
Yes. Zaya and Dreadhawk, you are aware that Yusuf Alakraba is the owner of the Humming House. It is a gambling lounge in Memnon.
Like his brother, heavy on drink.
And the lieutenant is going to sigh and say, "It's very unusual that someone of the underbelly of the city would approach us for work. Far more unusual that they would request any individual names. You see, normally it is my duty to take in incoming jobs and assignments and leads and process them and give them to who I deem, based on experiences and capabilities, worthy of the task.
Right.
However, it would seem Mr. Yusuf has specifically requested the 5 of you.
That is a little
Not big
odd.
surprise.
Question:
That makes
do
sense
we know
considering
about
the-
Enraleigh's discussion with Kubo?
Kubo said he'd be meeting
were all-
us
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah, we
there,
were
weren't
all
we?
there. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it
Ku-
was just
I think
a couple
after
of
we
us.
captured the Kefra,
Yep.
Kubo said he may have a job. He may try to seek our employment later. I thought he just meant our company.
Well, yeah, I relay that to the sergeant.
Okay.
I'm not
S-
surprised.
So yes, this is unusual. This is outside of the normal bounds, and I am uncomfortable given the fact that he has not laid out any of the specifics of this job. In fact, he wishes to go over the details with you. Not to offend, but I am not sure you have the training and understanding for negotiating proper payment and proper terms for all this, and it would be too forward of me to invite myself along. So I am in a corner here.
You wish to refuse negotiation?
No, we can't do that. He's
Too powerful.
very well known, and that would be quite the insult. So
Devastating.
I am, against my better judgment, going to allow the 5 of you to go to the Humming House tonight. I ask that you be very careful with your wording and be very clear in what is expected of you, and try to get,
Contract, maybe?
yes,
In
written
writing.
terms in writing with a reasonable payment. Unfortunately, I can't really describe what that would be, given I don't know the details. So,
Can
No,
you
I
give
would-
us some
A
points
ballpark?
that we could consider?
Not free.
yes,
Yeah, we get not free.
don't do anything for free. Rule number 1.
Right.
Rule number 2, know your worth. There's 5 of you. Keep in mind that you're going to have to split whatever is left after the company takes its 20% between the 5 of you. So, allow me to explain. If you did a job for 100 gold, we would take 20 of that gold, and the rest of you would have to split the 80 between the 5 of you.
Wouldn't we know this already since we've worked for Red Rook?
I'm making sure that you're not.
I didn't say that in character.
Oh yeah. Yes, you guys are aware of this.
But he's doubly making
He's-
sure
he's
we're
explaining
aware.
for those who are bad at math.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's
It's
also
20%.
in universe. He is saying all
breaks
this
out
and going over it.
breaks out the abacus.
Oh, he has an abacus. Yes, absolutely. He totally has an abacus.
That would mean
I
with
just-
100 gold, we each get 16
Lieutenant,
gold pieces.
Yes.
Here's a system.
So do not allow yourself to be wooed by big numbers.
I get that. Here's a simple idea. Simple
Mhm.
question. If it was an escort, if we were tasked for an escort mission between here and the Devil's Gate, right? That's the Tom.
Mhm.
Devil's Gate.
Yep,
That's
the Devil's
into
Gate.
to the Devil's Gate and back, with the possibility of being attacked by unknown assailants. High. What would you put that as?
So
for-
Scrox pipes up and goes, "Escort? Me no think you pretty enough."
The lieutenant does not laugh at that. The
I-
GM
and,
does.
and Raleigh does. 100%.
So just
Just to
brushes
clarify.
it off because I'm like,
Um,
I don't know where he hears this
Zaya
stuff. I'm not
smirks
even
a
gonna
little
try.
bit, but then quickly hides it because it's not proper.
Yep. The lieutenant says, "Well, I would say that would only be reasonable of around a payment of 400 to 500, given how valuable it is and what the scale of danger is. Now, you'll have to take all that into consideration. And if this is going to be something that's a long journey, I would like to make sure that you understand. If it's going to take you outside of the city limits, you should get some of it up front. Now,
Half up front.
Supplies.
this Yusuf Alakraba, he is probably a very shrewd negotiator. I would not expect half up front. You would likely
Quarter?
be lucky to get a quarter.
10% per person.
That's good. That's good. He points at you. Yes, yes. That's the kind of thinking. Think about what kind of supplies you need.
Little
Think
does he know
about
that's 50%.
the risk. Make sure that he understands what the exact terms of the job are. If he wants you to go out and clear, say, I don't know, clear out some bandit camp or something, make him specify what that means. Does that mean burn it to the ground? Does that mean kill everyone? Does that mean take them prisoner? These are the kind of things that need to be in writing. Is that understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm only saying all this because I can't be there. And if you end up taking a job that is, far underbalanced or not compensated properly or too dangerous and you all die, it reflects poorly on the company. And I will simply not have that. And he pushes his glasses back up.
Not to mention a low price would set a bad precedent for others.
Yes, exactly.
Not
Well,
charity.
it seems that we're at an understanding.
Don't worry, sir. You know that I've dealt with some negotiations in the past with my previous job.
That is true.
Birdman looks very nervous at that remark.
I would like you all to lean on each other and be a team with this. Now, the Humming House is a gambling hall. It's likely that there's going to be quite a few distractions there. And from my understanding, though I've never been to the establishment, there are euphoric smoke or mists that fill up the building. So that will be probably working against you. So just be careful, is what I'm saying.
They wouldn't be poisons, would they?
They wouldn't be in a very long-lived establishment if they were poisoning the guests without consent.
Alcohol's poisoning.
Yes, it's an understanding
that's
when
with
you
consent.
drink of what it is. Now, do you have any questions?
No.
Nope. Make sure we have details. Make sure we have everything written down. Make sure that we have enough money that we all get paid somewhat good, and enough to cover the costs that go to the guild. And make sure we give this all to you before we go out and do whatever it is.
Absolutely.
Go to the house. Get contract. Don't make fool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well, then you are all dismissed. I believe this invitation, and he pulls out a piece of paper, states that he would like to see you just after dusk.
This is still morning, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
So, do what you need to do, and Scrox, are you looking okay?
No.
Ah,
New
Well-
pet.
make sure you're all in tip-top shape before you get there.
Yes.
If there isn't anything else, you are all dismissed.
I go and take a nap. I'm gonna go lay down.
I nod and I leave.
So, Scrox, are you
Thank
taking
you,
a short
Lieutenant.
rest?
I mean, we got like 8
Yeah,
hours.
you
Mhm.
guys have pretty much the whole day.
I didn't have any intent on doing shopping other than like continuing to try to feed this pseudo dragon.
Okay, so what we'll do this. We'll go around the room, and you guys can say what you'd like to do over the course of the next. I'd say it's 8 hours. So if you really wanted to do a long rest, if you really needed to, there's enough time.
Does a long rest reset my cards for the day?
No. Nope.
Damn. Almost gamed the system.
Zaya's going to train for a few hours, hit the showers, and then when she knows that about the
have
time of
showers?
day when I'm assuming there's something of a shower, or at least a wash of my
There's-
face or something.
There's a horse trough in the back.
No.
You could go to a public bathhouse.
Isn't there usually like at least basins where you can at least like wash your face?
Yes. So
Okay.
there would be it would be a matter of like getting a bucket of water basically.
Yeah. So I can get a bucket of water, wash my face, kind of dab a little bit everywhere else,
Yep.
and then let it just air dry on my own.
Oh yeah,
but
you're a Goliath. Wouldn't you kind of like chisel your face a little bit? Isn't that like
am I
the
completely
Goliath version
made
of
stone?
makeup?
Is that what Goliath is? Is
I
just
thought
completely
Goliaths
made
were
of stone?
kind of like partially made of stone.
I thought they were partially made of stone, but I don't think I can chisel like a golem.
Hey, Tom, can you pause the clock?
Sure.
I just want to check something. Yep, the clock is causing frame drops every time it updates.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to not.
Like I
have
was
that happen.
panning around, and every second it was hitching.
Wait, don't turn it back on yet.
Hey, it also opens the descriptions now.
Yep, I was gonna say I just noticed that my character sheet, if I was trying to scroll, it was shooting it back to the top, and then when you
Yeah,
asked
okay.
me to pause it, I checked it. It stopped doing that.
Okay.
So in the future, maybe we just
Yeah.
use bulk time transition rather than letting the seconds
Agreed.
tick.
Okay,
because
okay.
That was
Yeah, I was just testing around with that. I didn't think it would have.
Okay,
would,
so I had to leave and use the restroom urgently.
Basically, they just summarized exactly what you heard, and we all left.
Huh?
What-
Uh,
well. I mean, if we're going around the things being,
Yeah,
what are you
s-
doing for 8 hours? I'm gonna take a short rest and use one of my hit dies to heal myself.
Okay. That's a wise idea.
I'm spending.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Crap!
Oof.
Didn't heal very much.
Did you hurt yourself or something?
he
Oh, I'm back up to max,
he felt the bad end of the pseudo dragon last night.
and I'm going to continue to feed this thing.
Okay.
Not gonna try and touch it. We're just gonna keep feeding him.
Okay.
There was something I wanted to ask the lieutenant privately, if I can.
I'm also gonna see if Arndt rolls by his workshop if he can make like a chew toy.
Oh.
He's creative.
Okay.
He built the vending machine.
That's true. That's true. All right. So, yeah. If Art wants to do that, that would be, what craft? Hold on. What are the skills?
It would be
Yeah. I don't think it would be Arcana.
I think the way that's usually handled is it's just like
Tinker
intelligence.
tools.
I think
Yeah,
it's
like
just
I think it's just like it checks if you're proficient with the tool you're using.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's just an
Dexterity?
intelligence roll
So
plus
roll
yeah,
your
proficiency bonus.
Yeah. So that would just be making an intelligence saving throw for you,
Yeah, it is the easiest.
and then while he
Whoa.
does that, All right, you have a chew. You have created a chew toy.
Celebrate.
With that, Scrox can roll with advantage for animal handling. Now, Swada, what would you like to talk to the lieutenant about?
Lieutenant, I feel like I need to ask.
Yes.
In the event, do we have the authority to say no to the contract? I know.
If the contract is at an insultingly low price and he refuses to budge on that, or if you deem it to be well exceeding your capabilities, then I would encourage you to respectfully do so and perhaps mention that if he would like to continue the negotiations, he could speak with me.
Fair enough. And
But I would not do that unless it is
apparent.
very yes. We do not want to insult him.
I understand that. And due to the kind of talk around him, if this winds up into an illegal adventure,
Mm-hmm.
what's our stance again as a company?
Well, illegal is an interesting term. Note that there's very little that is technically illegal out here in Memnon. However, I would more rather discourage anything involving the noble houses or anything that would take a side in that. The last thing we need is a target on our back.
Or pissing somebody off.
Yes. If there's something that has a whiff of illegality, well, as long as you're not directly involved, unless it's undead. If
that's a given.
Yes, absolutely. You have my full permission to walk out of there if he mentions you working with a necromancer or anything like that.
I just want to be sure of where stances were.
Very good. I appreciate it, and I trust your judgment.
Well, Tom,
mm-hmm.
Do I get the feeling I should mention my conversation? Would I've already reported to him about my interaction with the noble?
That's up to you. That's entirely up to you. Whether, yep.
I will bring it up to him since, well, out of the blue, he gets contacted from a Rakshasa. So I figure I might mention this. So I go, and Lieutenant, on a side note, yesterday, as the majority of my group was turning in the Caffrey brothers, I wasn't with them.
Yes, they mentioned that you weren't with them. What exactly were you doing?
Well, in the housing that we found the Caffrey brothers in while they tried their initial escape,
there was a body, yes. I was told that.
Did they tell you who it was?
I am to understand that it was the body of a noble.
And I give the name.
Oh. Well.
We didn't stay behind. No. I stayed behind and turned her over to the city guard, and they contacted the noble houses.
That's fine.
They did take my name up. They took everything that came to account. So,
well, assuming none of you had anything involved with it, that's fine. They have ways of investigating these things. So, if you were involved,
no. Just I'm letting you know in case they come by and somehow we're gone.
Yeah, no, I don't particularly expect that, but I appreciate it. No, if you excuse me, I am quite busy.
All right. And I just go about my day.
Okay. Let's see. Animal handling 17. So it's warming up to you, in that it is now tepid.
not
It's
gonna fucking
it's
kill me.
it's it's neutral at best.
I'll
it's-
take it.
Okay.
We'll pick this up when I get back. I have yet to name it,
Oh God.
Names are powerful.
but don't touch my friend.
In Raleigh, was there anything that you wanted to do, or did you already say that and I missed
Probably
that?
touch
Nope,
my friend
we
like a
didn't.
heathen.
Emiralia spends most of the day doing what she does most of the time when she's left her own devices in the barracks, in that she is trying to search through all of the assorted tomes, encyclopedias, whatever we have available in the
Mhm.
barracks to find out if she can find where the name Teresia might be coming from.
Teresia.
And how would you spell that for the class and audience?
One second. You would spell it Tiresia.
Okay. Make a knowledge history at disadvantage because it's pretty buried out there, and like you said, this is something that you've put considerable amount of effort into.
Ooh. Oh, wow. You just wasted a 20.
That hurts.
So, unfortunately, as far as you can, if you really only discovered what you've already known, and that is that Teresia is somehow, all you know about it is that it was on the card case, and at most you've been able to find over the last, was it months, years, is that it has something to do with an oracle, something of oracular nature, which, I mean, you didn't really need to do a whole lot of research to figure that out, all things considered. But that's the most you find, is that it, like, there's a couple of references here and there of a name, Teresia the Oracle, or something along those lines, but there's never given a place or a time or anything really juicy, nothing that you can really sink into.
Okay.
But you do know that it's a name. It's not just a word or a term.
Right.
So that's the extent that you've found.
Wonderful. That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
Just research.
If there isn't
Or not
anything
research.
else, we could.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Time jump.
Is there enough time
Mm.
for me
Ah.
to go to the market
Oh,
and pick up In Search of the Shifting Shiv?
I don't see why not.
I'm doing it.
The
I will
shifting
pay
shift.
the price. Bought.
Okay.
I'm gonna start reading that.
All right. It'll take you a couple of days to get through the whole book, but all right, yeah. So you walk up to Octavius, and do you just pay the listed price? Do you just pick it up and is it purely transactional?
Yes.
Okay.
You expect this to haggle?
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Yep. He hands you the book, and he says, "Ah, good luck with that one."
I bow and tuck the book into the fold of one of my left sleeve.
Have a good day.
I do say, if you find more, I buy.
He gives a okay kind of face. Well, I mean, since we're in the market, is there anything else anyone wants to buy while they're here?
Where did he find that book? Is that Octavius? Is there
Yep.
any other books? I'm not seeing it in the inventory.
That was the only book I've
The
made so
named
far.
book?
That's the
Ah.
only named book I've got so far.
Okay.
But I do intend to further populate the market as the campaign goes.
Side
Would I-
quests.
Would I be able to ask him if he has a particular book? Do I see any other books
Of
like in the
course.
inventory? Okay.
Yes, you could ask him any you could make a request. He
Yeah.
might be able to even order it.
Once I see Scrox is kind of out of earshot, I ask Octavius if there is any if he has any sword and shield novel parts of the novel collection.
The novel collection's Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
He says, are you looking for the newest one? The 7th book.
If you have it, that would be amazing. I would love to have that.
We're fresh out. I'm getting another parcel full of them next week. I'm very excited to see what happens to Loranda the Fair.
Oh god,
Oh,
they're trading
yeah.
manga.
Scrox,
What-
you seem
the
really
whole-
beside yourself.
Yeah. The whole thing with Miranda and Stefan has been actually really riveting, and I can't wait until we get to see what happens next.
Oh yes, quite.
Yes, I know. I'm beside myself.
Literally.
Literally.
I tell him I look forward to next week, and I will be here bright and early on that day.
Very good, very good. I'll be here.
Okay. And I walk back over to where the group is probably chilling.
All right. What in Raleigh? You said something?
I was just commenting.
Oh God,
that-
there's 2 Scrox.
I was just commenting that Scrox looks absolutely beside himself today.
Oh my God. I don't know which one's the real one. My hand shakes as I hold the revolver.
Now I need to post this.
Bang.
Ah! Now I need to post this in ship posting.
Anything else you guys want to do in the market?
I'm
pretty sure I'm set. I
Or-
don't think I need any additional supplies for what we're doing, since
Yeah,
we
let
have
me-
no idea what we're doing.
Let me put it to you this way. If there's something that's not here that you are interested in, even if it's not in the compendium, ask, and maybe things happen.
Ooh.
You know my character, Tom. There's no reason to get extra stuff.
Yep. All right. Understood with you. Ard, you were gonna say something though.
yes, I would like to go to crap. Where did I put the name? Where did I put? Groldy the fishmonger, and purchase a net.
Well, hold on. Kubo's not actually supposed to be here. Okay. Yeah.
She's down here.
All you need to do is double click on Grildy, and you can just purchase it with the $sign.
You just click the
Just a regular net.
no. You just click the coin
Yep.
button.
I think the coin one makes
Oh,
you buy a
I-
whole stack.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you only have one book available.
Yeah. Don't click on the coin button unless you need all of their supply of it.
I bought all of the shifting spheres. Ooh, a net +1, but oh.
Yeah, +1 stuff is rather costly.
She's a pearl. Ooh.
Did it just
Uh,
give
did
me an
you use-
electrum?
Huh?
I think it just gave me an electrum
It did. Wait, it gave you an electrum?
as change.
Oh my god.
Has change?
Yeah.
She doesn't have Electrum.
You know what? Electrum is
We
just.
found a dupe. Quick.
You know what? We're in a city. It's not uncommon to find
It's
it.
a marketplace. They
Remember-
probably have
Actually,
it.
you know what? Here's my official GM rolling.
Sorry about that.
In Dungeons and Dragons, Electrum is supposed to be the currency used in some far off, weird, strange alien land.
We're in that land.
We're
that
in there.
land.
That's the normal current. That's
So Electrum is not uncommon.
yeah. Electrum is base currency here.
Oh God!
Because-
Fuck
We're
you.
getting gold? We're making bank.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How come none of the prices are an EP then?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Oh.
All right.
Why are we catering to foreigners? Says the foreigner.
The gold
I like
standard.
how there's saffron in there. I feel like just for Tyler.
There's just saffron in there because, yeah. I found that the trade goods section, I was like, what would you find in an Arabic market?
I hope over the course of
Saffron.
the campaign,
That
the
seems
vendors
about-
just keep getting loaded up with more and more like vendor trash.
It also seems like about how much you pay for saffron. Good lord.
Okay, so,
I think we're ready to continue on.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
DM me anything that your character would request that isn't here as sort of like, even if it's something esoteric and not in the game, I'll see what I can do if it's reasonable. So,
Zombies.
but with that in mind, time skip to dusk. It is 8 p.m. and you guys are heading to the Humming House. And I'm going to turn off the music here so it doesn't play over the transition because I think that's what
Hi, Lizzie.
happened.
Aw.
You make your way to the Humming House, a well-established gambling lounge in the heart of the city. Winding down narrow alleys and shaded passageways, you finally find the entrance. A large but mostly unassuming door surrounded by barrels and crates. You have heard so much about this place. Rumors abound that it is a place of decadence and class, an epicenter of deals and negotiations between beings of a significant power and position. Nothing from this exterior seems to suggest that. In fact, it appears more like the entrance to a dockside storage structure or a house of ill repute. The night air is stale, and sounds of violence punctuate the dark alleys behind you.
Tom, can I make a first thing as we enter the door statement really quick?
I'm sorry, what?
Can I make a first thing as we enter the door statement really quick?
Sure. The door's
Um,
technically behind you guys.
Oh, well,
One of the
okay,
doors.
but once we get in there, I'm gonna step over to in Raleigh and say, you know the two of them pretty well from our last discussions. Would you want to be the person that introduces us to I can't remember what his name is.
Yusuf.
Yusuf?
Yeah, and
Since you
Raleigh,
know who he is
and
already?
Raleigh, please take point.
Ah.
I
the
can
face,
back you
please
up on
take
your
point.
yeah. I can back you up on anything if you need some intimidation or any persuasion and backup on this. But I think that you got this well in hand.
Jinn.
Well, no, but I'm just saying I can help you if you need any help with persuasion on the money side of it or the contract side of it. But I think that you got this well in hand at least.
I do not
'Cause
think
you
that would
know
be
him, I
necessary,
feel like
but
you'd be
yes, I
better.
will take points. Thank you.
Yeah, I pipe up. You're going to talk. Me? And then just
zips your lips.
You zips
All
the
right.
beak.
So you guys do have a single invitation. It's a rather sparse. It's very almost mostly blank. It simply says the Humming House at the top, and at the bottom it says Red Rook, and it's made on really nice velvety vellum paper. It seems like such a waste of like really good paper for all of this blank space in the middle. But that's what it is.
Wait, that's in front of the door that we're going to be entering?
No, we
the
have a
door
piece
is
of
to the
paper.
south.
We have it.
Oh,
Yes,
we
you have
have
it.
it. Okay.
Invitation.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of you has it. I haven't put it
Can
in
I-
your inventory.
Can I detect magic on this piece of paper?
Sure.
Okay. Let me.
And we
Do
can
you,
presume that
do you
you
have that at will? Because I'm pretty sure isn't detect magic normally
It's
a
level
first
1
level
spell.
Yeah, it's a level 1 spell, Dixie.
Oh, I also don't. I thought that anybody that was a spellcaster had it.
No.
Was that
No!
You have to take that.
This isn't
Oh.
3.5 anymore.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't know the rules. That's my
Everyone
bad.
Everyone take a drink.
Hey, it's not me messing up with Pathfinder stuff.
Can I roll an Arcana kind of a look to see if
Hold
I
on.
see anything that kind of
You
would
guys could.
We need to take a pause because it seems that everyone else might be able to see the map, and I'm still looking at words.
Click.
Ah!
Wait.
That would explain your confusion, man.
Yes.
You're still in the transition?
I'm still in the transition.
You're still in the transition.
click.
Yep.
I also don't think
No, only the GM can click out of it. Refresh your page.
Very well.
Go back to the landing page and then come back to the humming house. Oh, wait,
Yeah, I made it very specifically so that
Yeah, you can move between the two pages.
yeah, made sure that
Yeah, I'm here
only
now.
the GM
That was
could
weird.
accidentally click through the transition. Otherwise, people could accidentally like click too early and then they don't get to see the thing.
It's paper.
So,
I'm gonna...
yeah, you guys can make a Arcana or Investigation check.
Sweet.
1 second. Let's do investigation.
My only good roll today is going to be the one that I did at disadvantage, so I can't actually use it.
Oof.
I see it coming.
Get wrecked. I hope you roll well. You're the face.
Zaya and Naswada, you get this feeling that there's some kind of that blank space. Just there's something weird about it. You feel like the paper there might be a little more treated. It kind of has a different surface texture.
I have a weird thought. Is this an actual in the middle, like a nearby fire, like actual fire?
No, that is that's kind of like a chandelier above you guys with a bunch of candles.
Okay. Wait, you're a fire genasi, right? Art,
Yes.
Oh my god.
are you like abnormally warmer than other people? Like, this is Nick asking, not.
I mean, my hair is literally fire, but I don't remember actually seeing anything in the description as to whether it's warm.
I take the piece of paper and get it closer to his head.
But before
do
he lights
you know
this
what
on
I'm trying?
fire-
Do you know what I'm trying to do, Tom?
I understand. Nothing is revealed.
Before you
through
light
that.
it on fire, would my criminal background reveal anything?
I would say it would allow you to make a investigation check with advantage. Also, nice use of your background. I encourage more people to do that.
I give Niswada side eye.
20.
You Naswada away.
I
just side eye and say that this is extremely undignified. And then I hold up my hand and make a fireball in my hand. It's like, I could have done this.
Oh my god, I grabbed the thing.
Yep, you snatch the thing, and you are certain that there is treated ink on here, possibly catalyzed by some sort of substance. Usually, when thieves or other, civil citizens happen to need a secret message encoded, they make it so that substance that activates it is rare and something they have access to.
Criminal message. Treat special.
It
No touch.
probably is something that could only be found here at the Humming House.
Okay, so
Present.
Raleigh, will you
I
do the
hand her
process?
the invitation.
Is it musically activated?
Oh, wait. Would you like
Because
me to turn on the music?
Humming House?
Oh, ha.
You
could try it. Roll perform, Ard.
No, I'm good.
No.
I force
Please
the
roll
invitation
perform.
in Raleigh's hand.
Okay.
Present.
I take the invitation.
Stomp once, knock twice.
I knock on the door, I guess, since
All right.
I can't open it.
Little tiny window at ankle height opens.
A
Message.
a tiny slit opens, and you hear a husky, almost gravelly woman's voice from the other end. Present the invitation.
I present the invitation.
Strox looks
You
pleased
put it
with
into the
himself.
little into the little slot, and it gets yanked inside.
Do we hear like a dot matrix printer like signing the check?
The door opens,
Oh.
and a hulking,
Oh, hello.
hulking
Here,
Earth
Genasi.
Ganassi is standing in front of you guys, and she says, "Ah, Red Rook. Yes, you were expected." She hands you back the invitation. It will reveal itself once you're inside the den. Oh, hi, Zaya.
Oh, hello.
We all just kind of.
How's it going? I haven't seen you in a long time. It's me,
Stare at Zaya.
Natasha. We went to the same school.
Oh,
was a long
yeah,
time ago.
it was a
Your
long
childhood
time.
friends.
Oh, you got beefy since then. Good job.
Yeah, she like flexes her muscle, and you see like grit and rock like come up, like fall off her arm
So when-
as she does that.
That
So
was
when
the
she
oh
flexed,
yeah
does her-
of- that was the oh yeah
Oh,
of someone who
yeah,
doesn't actually
of course
remember.
I remember She like flexes and her muscle
Well,
opens. and
I
you see a
would assume
geode.
that Zaya would like squint for a little bit, and then when she
Zaya,
she says
you
something,
would
I
recognize her.
Yeah,
You-
I
she was like a
recognized her
childhood
after.
friend.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
just a little pebble back then.
well, I mean, it would probably have been like when she was like 13 or 14 and still kind of
Yeah.
gangly. So now that she's full grown and more
I will
beefy,
start
it's
walking
different.
in.
Oh, you stepped on her.
Whoa!
I like the pink hair.
Yeah,
Looks good
I
on
just
you.
did it. It's a good statement, huh?
Ooh.
Art.
Yes.
I'm just gonna stand here and enjoy the water.
Aren't you coming?
Oh, my bad. Wasn't moving.
Okay, I need to leave. I need to pee. Yeah.
I'm
I
going
like
to
your
need
new
all
weapon
of you.
too.
I am going to need all of you to hand over your weapons. They'll be safe in this chest over here.
Can I?
No weapons are allowed outside of the guards inside the Humming
problem.
House.
I hand her my
I
weapon.
hand over. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to like
Yeah.
be sneaky. Just hand over everything.
I
I,
trust her, so I'm just gonna hand it to her like no problem.
Okay.
I hand her the staff.
All right.
But
So
not the
I'll just
orb.
ask this because it'll be shorter. Is anyone not handing her all their weapons?
I'm keeping my orb.
Okay. And she's also going to say, magic isn't forbidden, but good luck casting it. You'll see in a bit. Anyways, enjoy yourselves. The time of the meeting will be revealed on that paper once you enter.
That doormat.
What does that say?
That doormat.
Oh,
You
yeah.
be dragons.
God damn it!
Tom, do I see where she puts the
Whoa,
weapons?
Whoa! No. Nope.
Do you see what?
Do I see where she puts the weapons? Does she like put them in
Yep,
that chest?
it's in a
or
chest
something?
to the
Okay.
south.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, please, either on or off. That hurts my eyes.
Just strobes.
You enter into the Humming House gambling hall, and you walk through blue mist, and it finds itself in your breath, in your nostrils. It envelops around you, and you feel this feeling of euphoria, of relaxation, of you just feel content. And one of the I'll list the effects here, but essentially concentration checks are impossible,
Why is your character keep?
and you're unable to cast any spells outside of cantrips while inside the Humming House.
Oh,
Any spells outside of cantrips, huh?
Correct. There's a reason why powerful mages come to the Humming House, because when you're negotiating with another powerful mage, you want to make sure they aren't casting some bullshit on you.
That's when
This is a level playing field.
Mm-hmm.
So a very important question for the elephant in
Yeah.
the room: is Larkin actually there?
Who's Larkin?
Who's Larkin?
Oh. I'm seeing a person like I'm just wondering if there's a person that looks exactly like that picture that's actually
Who's
there.
Larkin?
I mean, You don't know what the person's name is.
We can go
Well,
ask him.
true.
Anyway, what does the time say in the card?
Yeah,
So,
has the card revealed
What does
itself?
the invitation
As
say
the
there?
mist kind of coalesces, you see it spread over the vellum, and it
Circles and
says
octopi.
meeting with Yusuf 10 p.m. First drink is on the house.
Ooh. So we've got 2 hours to blow.
You have 2 hours to blow inside a casino, and let me. I feel like I need to spend some time just answering questions because there's a lot to take in, but I'll start off with the important stuff in revealing you guys the drink menu.
Ah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Feel free to peruse. Reminder that the first drink is on the house. The bartender, Samael, he is behind the bar, and if you double click on him, it should reveal. It's supposed to reveal.
Nope, it's just his sheet.
All right, try it again.
Nope.
Ah,
You had it working.
I did have it working.
With Samael,
He
it
can
works.
sell some
I can see it.
things a little stronger than things that are a little stronger than alcohol and drinks.
Ooh.
Gosh. I guess ping what you would like to have identified, and I'll go from there. There's just so many things.
Ping what?
Quick what, Tom?
Yeah.
Is that who I think it is?
Of course it's
Whomst.
Francisco.
Ping it.
Yeah, it's Francisco.
I-
Oh yeah, that's
oh.
Francisco. Yeah. Francisco and Bloodvins are here.
I mean, this is a
Alright.
club.
All right. So
Um,
we get the first drink is on the house.
the first drink is on the house. I'll start with the most important stuff. Ard, you enter the room and immediately notice that your sister is here.
Hey, your sister's hot.
Yeah.
Elemendra Fausham is currently playing poker with what appears to be a octopus and the woman that you all saw dead yesterday.
Elmindra,
I'll go with-
but she just goes by Min.
Yep. And Min notices you enter and she just has this grin on her face and she says, "Dear brother, I never thought I would see you in a place like this."
Guess. Here for negotiations.
Oh, fascinating. Come, sit down. And she pats the chair next to her.
Hello.
Naswada, you recognize the
Her.
corpse that you recognize her, and
I-
she
I think we all do.
I do walk over in this direction to address her if possible.
yes, she is going to look up at you, and she's going to say, yes, have we met?
Yesterday,
You look-
I notified your father.
That was you. Oh, my
Yes.
goodness, thank you so much. I don't know what could have happened to me otherwise. Yes, they resurrected me, but unfortunately, because I was killed, I missed a very important meeting with the Sultan, and now I'm no longer in the running.
Oh, that's right. People don't just stay dead.
Oh yeah, no, if you're high enough, it doesn't matter.
I would like to give you this as a token of my appreciation, and she hands you a small, glowing, icy blue gem. And I'll go ahead.
Could you put it in my inventory?
Yep, I'm gonna do that right now.
That guy looks like
where-
Garrus.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. I gotta
Pink
find.
Garrus.
That's fine.
Garrus' sister. Varys.
Ferris.
Oh my god. There, Naswada. Gosh, that took way too long. Item. You acquire this, and she explains it. It is an elemental gem of air. And if you're ever in trouble, throw it on the ground, and it will summon an air elemental to help you.
Oh shit! Sorry,
Take this as a
sorry.
token of my appreciation.
I thank you very much for this gift. And I am sorry for your misfortune with the Sultan.
What? Why is there a banana?
That was rather underhanded of whoever did that. But it was rather effective as taking me out as a candidate.
Why is there a
Huh?
glowing banana?
That's just politics, I guess. You you notice something that was buzzing around, literally going through tables, through walls, and through you. It appears to be, well, roll perception. It's really hard to make it out. It's constantly blurry.
Who?
All of us, or
Yes, anyone that wants to.
What is
Glowing
it?
banana!
What are we rolling?
For the glowing thing.
No, what was the check?
Perception.
Perception.
Thank you.
Only I see the banana.
So, yes, with a 21, this thing's hard to pinpoint. It does look like just a red blur to most of you, but Scrox, you can tell that inside that blur, that constant motion, I'm not sure if this is even going to show properly.
Nope.
Nope. There is a tiny
Link it in Discord.
red, almost ultraviolet hummingbird.
Oh.
And it is just vibrating through reality. And you see it darting from plant to plant, and it looks like it's taking in pollen, pollinating, etc. Just having a great time.
Ooh.
And yeah, it consistently will just literally buzz right through your body, and you won't even feel it.
Well.
It's like it's on another plane.
Well, speaking of other plane,
Mm.
I will be the first to imbibe.
Okay. What will you have?
Well, I want the elemental Arrakis of life.
Of
For the-
life. Okay. So, you take the drink, and it has this. It has a. You've never had alcohol that has this strange kind of texture and flavor to it. It's almost a weird combination of perfume and musk and gaminess. It's like you just ate something while it was alive. There's kind of a taste of blood in your mouth.
Oh.
It's constantly morphing and changing, and as you imbibe it, your feathers, your feathers start to kind of morph from feathers to scale to fur, and it's
Oh.
constantly changing colors. And that is happening over the course of the next hour.
Oh.
I'll pick up the water elemental.
You would, you water genasi.
Oh yeah.
So, it tastes minty and very, very smooth. And as you drink it, you notice that your skin becomes completely translucent, and you feel as though you could kind of just slide around on the ground.
Oh god, you're that guy from X-Men.
And you more so just kind of, yeah, as you're moving around, it's more of like one big fluid, like you don't have any bones kind of motion. Your structure and form stays stable for the most part, but it's like you're made out of water.
Yep.
I'm drinking the earth one.
So this is very bitter, very salty, and is music not playing?
It just ended.
It's still playing for me.
What the
I-
fuck?
Oh,
I'm not hearing it
that's
at all.
because you guys aren't near the bard. You had to have your character selected.
Okay, now it just started playing again. Okay.
Yep. So basically, because the sound is based on your location, you had to have your character selected, and the closer you are to the bard playing the music, the closer you are to the fireplace, the closer you. Actually, I believe the hummingbird also has its own little noise coming off of it.
Okay, it just stopped between
Yep.
tracks. Never mind.
And you drink down this. It's almost it's kind of got a lot of like almost crystal sugar in it, and you feel centered. You feel as though you are fully supported and entirely in balance. You could tip back on your heels and still remain upright.
Are you saying I
as-
could do like the Michael Jackson lean all the way
yes,
forward?
you basically can just like Michael Jackson lean. You're pretty sure if you really wanted to, you could balance on your finger right now.
Are you saying she's grounded?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the basic gist. Is anyone else taking their free drink? And these effects will continue for the next
you-
hour.
Can you pop up the menu again?
Oh yeah, I think everyone has access to it in the journal, but I'll
okay. My
pop it
bad.
up.
Nope. Wait. Yep. It's under other.
I would like Astral Tom.
Okay. You drink it, and there's this. It's kind of milky, and has this depth to it, and it kind of like crackles a little bit in your mouth, like pop rocks, and your eyes shine. Light emanates out of them like a pair of flashlights, and your skin turns into a constellation. And you feel as though you are, instead of moving, you kind of just float to places. And not in an airy way, but in more of like a celestial body way.
Tom.
Yeah.
I go talk to Francisco and his companion.
You tap Francisco on the shoulder, and he looks like he is currently playing some sort of game. And he looks and he goes, oh, we don't want any trouble.
I'm just coming over to say hi and see how you're
Just
doing.
here to finish the job.
Oh, well, we're fine. We're just, just trying to soak everything in, I guess.
And the thing is, Tom, remember, I'm like this translucent pool, like,
Yep.
Or the effects of the drink.
It's a very well, the arcs,
elemental.
yeah, the elemental arcs are rather popular here. And yes, Mike has identified the citrus lizard. That is Zesty, the lemon lizard.
Oh my gosh!
He will come over and squirt his ears into your drink if you ask him to.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
I just say,
Here, let me blow up a picture of Zesty. I have
I
to.
got
It's
one.
important.
I got one.
Here's Zesty.
Zesty the lemon lizard. Oh my god.
Remember
I'll
when I
take
said
7.
I wanted to open a bazaar?
So yeah, Francisco, he says, yeah, we're fine. We're just trying to, soak in, see if there's any more bounties we can hear about. And yeah, the Iraqs are rather popular. You notice that several of the patrons have some sort of planar effect on them.
Well, I
And
just
Friend
wanted to say.
Hisco's face morphs a little bit to he looks like a toad for a second.
Anyway, I just want to say no hard feelings from yesterday, and
It is what it is. It's a competition and you won. Fair and square. And you just see the Aarakocra is like he crosses his arms and he's not as thrilled about the whole thing.
Don't make me get soot scale.
Licks right eyeball.
well, next time you may beat us to it. So
Yes,
good night.
well, have a good one.
Wow, you just oblivion conversation dismissed that guy.
sorry, I thought Tom was just finishing it as well.
Oh yeah. Friend Hisco goes back to flirting it up with
Whoever that is.
this.
Oh, it's Garrus'
No.
sister.
It's good. Yes.
You notice that it is a bright pink Thrykeen.
Gesundheit.
They're insect people.
I didn't get to be a Thrykeen. Hold on.
She has massive pink moth wings on her back.
Oh no, not Moth Mama.
So Tom, can
Yep.
I see like how much they're actually throwing down on the table over here?
There is currently about 150 gold in the pot.
Oh, that is way too much for me to join in.
Elemandretta, or what was her nickname again? Derek?
Min.
Min is going to say, you I'll buy you in, and she pulls out a purse containing 50 gold coins, and she asks if that's all right with you two, and the octopus just kind of shrugs 8 times, and Alicia says, "Fine by me."
That octopus has the best game
Okay.
face. He has no mouth.
I guess I'm in playing with these two higher ranked people than me.
Oh no, this is Min talking to Ard.
Oh,
Buying
that,
her
I see.
brother.
You gotta pay.
I was the one that was asking,
Yeah,
not.
but she's buying
yeah,
her
yeah.
brother, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I thought that when you said, "Oh, it's too rich for you," it wasn't something out loud.
So, yeah, that's
Looks at
sorry.
the table. That's too rich for me. Walks away.
Well,
I'm admiring
mean-
the citrus lizard.
if anyone has 50 gold pieces, they can get in.
Oh,
I'll hold my book and remember the good.
you
times.
know what?
Oh,
Oh, this is so good. Screw it.
all right.
Squada's joining in.
But you didn't put points in luck.
All right. So Ard and Noswada.
And I do have.
It occurs to me. Hold on. It occurs to me. I never actually asked Derek if he accepts the 50 gold
I think he
pieces.
has no choice from Sister Coon.
Yeah.
He can say no.
Yeah, and shame his family.
This isn't a fight for their families.
The hand limit is 8, right? God damn it.
And Raleigh wanders up to Zaya and kind of nudges her and like motions toward the table where Naswada just sat down and says, "I don't need to know how to read the future to know that's not going to end well."
I'm gonna get you fucking alive.
Derek.
Looks like I'm gonna have to help her along a little bit if she needs any healing potions in the future for the next month.
Goody two shoes
Uh,
going home in
Derek,
a
you
barrel.
there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Okay. Did you accept the like getting in on the game?
Yeah, I'm choosing not to fight it, rather.
Did you?
Okay.
Oh, I thought you invited him to an actual like online poker match
Oh
or
no,
some
no, no,
shit.
no! There's a simple way of how this game works.
Please.
So, basically, each player is going to roll 8 or a 1d8 and then keep it hidden. So, I
Go to
want-
private roll.
Yeah.
right?
I
Stealth roll.
believe you would roll a stealth roll or private roll, whatever it says. For the
Self
player.
roll.
Self roll, yeah.
And
Roll a
roll
self roll.
1d8.
And you roll 1d8, and you keep that result hidden. Then you can either raise the bet, call, or fold.
And this is all in gold pieces.
This is all in gold
Did you
pieces.
see that?
So there isn't 150 gold in the pot. It's each player has 50 gold pieces to start.
Did
you
anyone
can
else
leave at any point.
see my self roll?
I didn't.
Nope.
So that's interesting.
Oh well.
Okay, I am gonna. Okay,
What other roles are available to you guys? Because I will also need to
Public,
see the roll.
private,
private
Yeah,
GM roll.
private roll.
private GM.
Private
roll.
GM roll. That's the one you want to do.
Okay,
So roll a 1d8 private.
So you should have just got that.
Okay, cool. All right. Ard?
I'm also rolling perception. Was it?
No, you're
1d8 private GM roll. So
Okay,
you'll have
I
to
missed
put
that.
it to-
My
yep,
apologies.
no worries. So this is your opening hand.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. And then... So, it starts with Nasawada. Do you want to raise, call, the minimum bet is 1 gold piece, or fold? So basically, the minimum is 1, or you can go higher than that. But you have to start off with at least 1 gold piece.
I bet 1.
Okay. Alicia Gama calls. Derek, do you call or raise or fold?
Fold.
Okay. And then Min is going to call. And the octopus calls. So there's 1 gold for each. No.
Chuckles and
Alright.
octopi.
Everyone that's still in can roll a d6. Okay. All right, Nasawada, it's starting with you again. The minimum is 5.
What? What kind of escalation is that, Tom?
Yup.
It's the small blind. It's gone up.
And I can't have the option to check.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, no, you can check.
Sorry, I was like, my options either fold or bid 5. What the? Okay, so I'll check.
Okay. Alicia Gama raises by 10. Elemandretta folds. Wallace the octopus is going to check, so he puts in 10.
I fold.
All right, you lose 1 gold piece.
I've been keeping track.
Frickin' octopus.
The octopus reveals a total of 8, and Alicia reveals a total of 3.
Oh.
The octopus had 8. I think the game is rigged.
Yeah.
The octopus takes the pot. If
Octopus can't even smoke pot.
next hand, the octopus is actually going to walk away with his winnings, leaving just the 4 of you. And Alicia opens, and she is going to bet 5.
I need to roll D8, right?
Yep, everyone has to roll. That occurred to me.
I'll
All right.
call.
So you put in 5.
Yep.
All right, Ard.
We'll call.
All right, you put in 5. Elamandretta is going to fold.
And how much was it just to like be in the hand at the start? How much, as in like how much am I down from last hand?
1.
Okay, so I'm down 7 at the moment, pending the outcome of this hand.
All right. Roll a d6. All right. Alicia is going to raise by. Oh wait, hold on.
She's gonna bet how much?
She's gonna bet 2, and it goes to Ard.
Wouldn't it go to me?
I was supposed to be going clockwise from the get-go. I messed it up.
Wow.
Fold.
Okay. Nasawada?
So wait, who am I up against? Sorry.
Just Alicia Gama.
And she put in 2?
Yes.
I'll raise it to 6.
Oh. She will raise it to 10. So adding 4 more.
I'll call it.
All right. Roll a d4. He is going to bet 5.
10.
Ooh. She raises to 15.
I will call.
All right. She reveals her hand to have 11.
16.
You win.
Yeah, I roll a 6 and a 4 on the D6 and D4. I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
I
So see-
believe
so-
that gave you.
Hey, I'm going through real quick. So I started. So the initial bet was 5.
Hmm.
So 5. So I started at 44. I went down to 19.
So just to be clear, for starting the hand at all, it's 1 gold, and then from there.
Yeah, I
whatever.
don't
Okay.
think I thought this through quite as much as I initially had.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
buy-in was a little bit too high.
Yeah, I heard 50. I was
Yeah.
like, well, can't buy in.
Well, no, the buy-in is 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I
Just Tom, this
Yeah.
isn't meant to be a gambling game. This is just a little fun we're doing at the moment.
Yep.
And so I bid over the entire, from what I calculated, I bid 25 over this whole thing. She's the only one that's matched so far.
Yep, she
So
did
that'd be
5.
25 from her, and then I don't know
I
how
think
much I would
Ard
get
put
from
in-
everybody else.
Ard put in the minimum, which was 1.
And I thought he took. He was in for another round.
Yeah, I thought I heard him say 5 for this round.
Yeah, he did. He was in the initial.
Oh, yep. All
5.
right.
So I would gain 30
Correct.
or 31. Wait, no, hang on.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
Because
say
you
30
had
on,
the buy-in
30 on
for the
top of
sister.
the 25 I gave.
yeah.
Okay, so 55.
Yep.
I've been trying to follow the math the whole time.
That's why I've just been doing little markers in the.
Yeah, there's a lot more bookkeeping I should have done with this one.
Yeah.
It's fine. Tom, I'm not going to continue with this. I'm going to say this is probably over the course of a handful of hands.
We'll wrap that up.
Unless you want to do one more, but
Nah. I'd like to hear what the other players would like to do.
I will stop there and just take my earnings from that.
Okay.
During all this time, I'm looking around to see how many exits there are, how many guards there are, see if there's any like mystical crystals that are like cameras or
I
anything
got
like
told
that.
There is
Basically trying
so-
to do the security surroundings of this place.
Zaya, the security,
Mhm.
You apparently missed the beefcake in the corner.
yeah, there
Mhm.
is the
Well, I see the beefcake, but I wasn't gonna assume
massive,
that a beefcake is a guard
beefcake.
because I'm not gonna assume every single beefcake that I see is a guard because some of them might not be guards. But that one
Correct.
certainly looks like one.
So, from your understanding,
Mhm.
there is a Rakshasa, Kubo, down here.
Yep.
He has some kind of large two-headed dog.
Mhm.
Puppy.
There appears to be, by all accounts, a dragon. You've seen Dragonborn before. You've met lizard folk. That looks like it's just a dragon
A straight up
in
dragon.
human form.
Oh, okay. Does he have a tail?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
upset.
But he doesn't like to draw attention to it.
I was told I
In
couldn't play a
fact, like
dragon. You're just taunting me.
space, and like the atmosphere kind of warps around him because he's in such an awkward, like, form. And yes, there is the meat cake in the corner, and the only
Okay.
exit is the way you guys came in.
Okay, so it's not like at any point like I'm just
There are
saying
no
because I'm one of
windows,
those
there's
people
nothing.
that like prepares for the worst. There's no other entryway in which someone could charge into. It would be only that one that they have two guards or probably safe. That's more what I'm trying to get at.
The zesty, the lemon lizard comes up and notices that your drink is empty.
Pours
Oh.
pure lemon juice in it.
And he gains the attention of the bartender, who says, "Will you have anything else?"
I will have.
I just imagine the lemon lizard speaking in a Boston, New York accent. Hey, hey, buddy.
So
Is a black roast tea basically a straight black tea?
Yes.
Okay. I'll have one of those, and then when I get the tea, I'm going to, does a lemon lizard know English? Do I gesture or do I say, can I please have your assistance with a little bit of lemon or
Yeah.
what?
English.
Yeah. You just speak common to it, and
Okay.
it seems to understand,
Okay.
and just kind of squeezes its ear into it.
Thank you very much, little one.
Where's his brother, the lime lizard?
I'm going to
You'll
take
meet-
two
meet the
silver
lime
out
lizard.
of my character
So,
sheet.
Tom,
then.
Yep.
I order a second drink. And I'll pay for it. I pay the gold for a fire Arrakis.
Boy, you're
So-
gonna be boiling.
The two,
trained
yeah, the
this
two
team.
mix inside you because you haven't.
Well, no.
Fully
I,
digested.
sorry. To specify, I want that one to finish before I get the next one.
Okay. So then you drink the fire one, and you feel this energy just coursing through you. You feel excited. You feel like just jittery.
So it's Spanish
And-
fly.
Well, it's like
Gets
drinking
them all
down a
excited.
monster.
It's like drinking a Four Loko.
It's like drinking a fireball, actually. And you drink it down, and you just feel warm, like there's heat emanating off of you, and you are warm to the touch.
She's boiling.
And okay, does Samael's his sheet finally show the purchasing stuff?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Might have
Showing
might
for
have to refresh or something, because if it's
So you're talking about the Delaware drops, Lacuna, Mind Palace,
Yes.
Physics 2,
Well,
Sun
I
Drop.
can't buy those, but I can click on them.
weird. We'll figure that out later. Let's see.
Tom, one other question. What is this thing in the corner?
That is one of this. Seems to be one of the things that the mist is emanating from.
Oh,
It's
okay.
one of the
So,
plants that the little hummingbird keeps zipping around to pollinate.
So it's like a fire source, but not fire. It's more of a gas thing, but
It's
it's
a
like
light.
it.
It's glowing.
Okay. Also, is that a dapper orc over here?
Why, yes. There is a dapper. You to the south. There is a dapper orc, rather dour-looking elf, and a water genasi.
I see what you did
And
there.
they all seem to have some kind of uniform on.
Oh, they
You
all
don't-
have the same uniform?
Dour-looking
Yep, they
elf.
all have the same blue, like navy blue uniform.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
But you don't really recognize the uniform as anything local.
Okay, so it wouldn't be something where I would do like a knowledge local or anything like that. It would be like
Nope. This
yeah.
seems to be some. These are foreigners, as far as you can tell.
okay. Is there any like tables to sit down at? Looks like everything is a gambling table.
There's some seats down here at the
Cozy up next to Kubo.
at the south of the bar.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to this. I'm not really in a talking mood, but I will go over here and sit down. Has it control and then click to make it not in the same square?
Shift.
Oh, shift.
Hold shift and yep.
Oh. Okay. Sweet. There's where I go.
Wow.
In Raleigh, I haven't heard from you in a while.
Indeed, you haven't.
Trying to seduce the bards, probably.
And Raleigh has been mostly watching this game happen and is a little disappointed that Naswada actually made money. But she's and Raleigh's just kind of preparing herself for the meeting and trying not to be drunk at the meeting, therefore isn't ordering anything else.
It's the reason I bought tea this time.
It's also why I bought one drink after the other one had gone through.
So, if there isn't anything pressing, we can move on to the meeting.
I'd say,
Yes,
let's move on to the
please.
meeting.
The
I
door
go
to the
24
north.
gold richer.
The door to the north opens itself, and Ard, you actually, since you didn't bet a whole lot, you actually can pocket the 41 remaining gold that
I don't.
you don't. You hand it back.
I slide it back over to my sister. Thank you for funding the enjoyment, but you know I can't take them from you.
She gives kind of a pouty face and goes, "Fine, go make your own way."
Wow.
And
You have
I'll
a sugar
and I
sister.
just and I'm just mentally thinking to myself, and I just take your money. That's all that means.
Art has a sugar sister.
Is there a place we put the empty glasses when we're done with them? Like, do we just flag
don't
the
worry about
bartender?
that.
No,
Okay.
Give it
I'm
to
being
Leonard.
There's
polite.
maids.
Look.
Yeah.
There's indebted slaves that handle
I was
all
about
that.
to say,
Okay.
this is, I'm pretty sure, this drink server.
There are
Yeah, I would assume
There
that
are
there's
slaves.
some people. No,
Oh my.
yes.
they handle those things.
There is
Rick,
Princess
what's
Leia
that
types
drink?
from the Jabba the Hutt part here.
So
But
yes,
yeah.
the door has opened to the north. Northeast.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
B.
Scrox, do you want to be the second one going through the door?
This is,
Okay.
you guys might be overthinking this a little bit. You can just go through the door.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
Waiting until
in
everyone's
Raleigh to
here.
move her ass.
I enter.
Chair.
Good evening.
You
There's no
can,
one here.
yeah, there's no one in here.
Good evening.
You hear some shouting and some raised voices coming
Wait a
from
minute.
the door to the left.
I recognize that son of a bitch.
Hmm?
Spider.
The spider.
Not the spider.
Yes, you see a petrified spider. It literally looks like it has been turned to stone.
Princess flashbacks.
Please no.
Don't stop looking.
You
at it.
suddenly all have your movement speed reduced by half,
Oh no.
and the spider has disappeared.
I grease my squeaky joints.
You hear what sounds like a fist slamming on a desk and some further shouting, and you hear a click on the door.
I shut the door from the.
This is where we're supposed to go, right?
It's the left. Yeah, it sounds like the door has just been unlocked.
knock.
Eh. Knock, knock.
Let's go in.
Artist standing where I want to stand.
You see another Rakshasa. He is surrounded by various maps, ledgers. He is smoking a pipe, and he has this furious look on his face, and he seems to be arguing with something to the north.
Oh boy.
Can people start
And-
walking in?
I don't know if
sorry.
we want to walk in, friend.
Who
Fair point.
opened the door?
Beings that I'm halfway through the door here.
Tyler opened the door.
I
so
knocked to
in
see,
Raleigh, yeah, the guy didn't seem to hear it, the knocking at all, and you see, like, basically billowing out of the fireplace this,
Oh.
and they both seem to be arguing in some sort of language.
Tom, what language?
I'm gonna.
Or no, Tom, is it a language that we would understand?
Any of us understand.
Yeah, do
it.
any of it understand
Let me
it?
let me double check. I am quite certain you guys.
Primordial.
If it's primordial, I speak primordial.
It is infernal,
Okay.
Hey.
so only in Raleigh can understand,
Hey.
as far as I'm aware.
You sit back on the couch.
And
Oh, I can understand too.
oh, nice.
You haven't.
So-
Okay.
I have Infernal.
So it would seem that Yusuf is arguing with this Efreeti by the name of Agrabir over some merchandise, and Yusuf notices you standing here, and he stands up, gets even more furious at the Efreeti,
You're about to get.
telling him basically in Infernal to fuck off, I'll talk to you later.
Oh, I thought she was gonna get wave of forced out.
And the Efreeti kind of gets enveloped in smoke and disappears into the fireplace. And Yusuf looks up at you and says, "Yes, come in, come in.
Go on.
My apologies, I must have lost track of time. I am rather upset when things are mismanaged. And my business associate has made it clear that he does not believe he has mismanaged this. Now, you are from Red Rook?
Yes.
Yes? I wonder, do I know you?
Yes, we have met before, and I just kind of hold up my deck with the name on toward him.
Right. You are the one
The fool.
with the magic deck of cards that you were unable to part with. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you come back with your... What was the agreed upon price? I believe it was 3,000 gold?
That was the agreed on price. I did not have it yet.
I see. Then
Which
you are here
explains my present
representing...
company.
You are here representing Red Rook, then?
Indeed.
I see. I trust you all enjoyed yourselves here at the Humming House?
Tom, quick interject. Can we turn the
Okay.
music down slightly?
Down?
You can turn
Yeah.
it down.
Hold on.
Or
I was unaware
Take-
there
I've
was
been
music
trying to
playing.
Go to
turn
global
the
volume
music down, but
controls. Take the ambient slider and slide it down.
Mm-hmm.
Hold
I
on.
had
you.
mine all the way to
thank you.
No,
5%.
I didn't know
Exactly.
which one. I didn't know which one it was.
It's
Well, no. What I'm curious. What music are you hearing right
the
now?
bard.
I'm hearing like a
You're in the bard through the wall.
yeah.
It's like a lute playing or something.
That's weird. That should be a local. It should be stopping at the wall.
Well,
not.
it doesn't.
Wait, and I never heard the bard music at all, and even walking over where they are, I don't hear it.
You
Or
might
that's
have-
fair.
You might have it
I
turned
don't know.
down all
Maybe
the
that
way.
was maybe.
Yeah, do you have
Well,
ambient muted?
things are a little odd then.
I don't
But-
think I turned it down.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know which slider it was. Thank you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yusuf
Oh,
goes,
I
I
did.
trust you all enjoyed the Humming House? Were you able
Yes.
to entertain
course.
yourselves?
Yes, very much. I'm just gladly clicking my coins that I won.
Ah, a lucky one then. Good. That luck will serve you well in this task. You see,
The Iraq's really good too.
yes, our house mixologist, I believe you've met him, Samael. It was quite a price to get him on my payroll, but he is worth every coin. Now, the Humming House is only made possible through the use of dream mist ferns. And dream mist ferns are not only rare, but very difficult to pollinate, as they are not entirely locked within this plane of existence.
Hummingbird.
Yes, you have perceived my quandary. I have one crested rift glimmer. It is a very rare species of hummingbird, capable of bouncing in and out of planes, and one of the few that is capable of pollinating this very rare plant. Without it, the plant dies and is unable to rejuvenate and resurrect itself. Crested rift glimmers, however, are not immortal. This one has served me well and has been well tamed for the last 20 years of this establishment, but I fear it is growing old. Now, it's quite difficult to find another crested rift glimmer, and quite lucky to find one that is female. I have placed an order for one to be shipped to me in a plane-locked cage. Since it was not tamed, that was the only way to contain it without it just barreling out of my property. This shipment, which was supposed to arrive 3 weeks ago, was intercepted in its travel throughout the Calim Desert, raided by a group of Yonti cultists.
Oh dear.
The few survivors that did make it back referred to them as having symbols of an 8-headed snake on their garb. Now, I did a little bit of research on my own. Apparently, there is some sort of cult to an ancient snake deity known as the Ascended Serpent. This cult has a temple out in the Calim Desert. It is most likely that such a rare and valuable item and such a rare and valuable species is being held in that temple for some purpose. I need you to go into the desert, find the rift glimmer and the cage, and bring it back to me. And for that, you will be paid in 2,000 gold pieces.
Writing?
Of course, I don't do anything without a contract first. But allow me to describe to you the location of this temple.
Tom,
Yes.
before you continue, would I know with my travels out there possible locations already of where? I'm guessing there's like more than one ancient rune temple out there.
There's dozens, but very few of them are ever marked on a map.
Mm-hmm.
this would be something that you would not just
No off.
know off of your travels.
I don't even
no.
think I'd know it.
Nope. He says, I have spent the last 3 weeks in the Grand Library of the Sultan himself, tracking down the location of this temple. So, I have ascertained its location, and I will mark it on your map.
What's this
And
temple called?
here is
What's this place called? I'm sorry.
the Temple of the Eight-Headed Snake.
Oh.
It is on the other side of the Salt Wastes.
Fuck. Tom,
Yes.
my personal history with my tribe. What would I know? What would I know about trying to do this?
There are very few nomadic tribes that would dare to brave the Salt Wastes. And you're probably not going to run into any of them in the Salt Waste itself.
Maybe I want to ask my question.
It's doable.
Do I know it's doable? That's more, yeah. So it
Yeah,
is doable,
this
but
isn't
it's
something that no one's ever done before. But it's still dangerous as going out in the desert can be. You would say, rough estimate, that this would take about 7 to 9 days to get to the temple, and then another 7 to 9 days to get back.
now is that to and from Memnon or the door?
To and from Memnon.
Okay,
Supplies.
we're
You
gonna
will definitely need supplies.
There's a few things we're gonna need.
We're talking potentially up to 20 days out in the desert.
So
Well, outside of the city. Not
Majority
20
of which is going
Yeah.
to be trying to cross that.
Yes, going from Memnon to the Devil's Pass is actually fairly quick because of all the roads. That would only take about a day and a half, maybe 2 days. But everything past that, things take longer because it's more difficult terrain.
boy, if only we had Goodberry.
Goodberry will help.
We
Alright.
But there's more dangers in the desert than just starvation and the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm very much aware of what we're potentially dealing with here.
And I'm sorry, did he give us a number already?
2,000.
So-
He did.
2,000.
I already put the divided numbers in shitposting because I couldn't remember which one we were actually putting facts in.
Red Rook. It all
Alright.
just goes in Red Rook.
I'm just
until
gonna
I
copy
break it
this and
down.
then put it back in Red Rook. Just a second here.
That's fine.
There we go. So there's the divided numbers. 400 to the guild and 320 for each of us if we accept his offer of 2,000.
My advisor states that this could take, a couple weeks, maybe even 3 weeks
At
to
best.
perform. Would
Yeah.
that be an acceptable offering?
Advance. For supplies.
Advance.
It
What,
would serve us well in order to get some of it beforehand so that we can procure supplies.
How much are you considering?
I whisper over to
You
in
can
Raleigh.
so in Raleigh, I'll go ahead and say you can that was his initial offer, 2,000.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you could
Tom,
move from there.
Due to the danger and the amount of time we're going to be gone, I think 3,000 and 5% for each of us beforehand would be an adequate offer.
2,000.
So 25% up front of 3,000. He pulls out an abacus. The GM pulls out his calculator app.
2,200 in line of credit.
What the?
You don't know what a line of credit is?
No, I do. I was just like,
So
just surprised that.
by that lot,
Strox has been spending a lot of time with some bankers.
That's what I mean. That's more. It's like he's like Kenku speaking back. Where the hell did he learn this?
I could agree with 2,500, with each of you getting 5% up front, and I would say that would be adequate.
So we each would get 125 up front. If we do the 2,500 with only 5% for each.
I think we can accept that.
Good,
Details.
because any further would require rolls.
Yeah,
You're gonna pressure the
I'm not going to
Genasi?
pressure the rock shot.
Yeah,
The guy
that's-
literally
You can if you
counting
like.
out coins.
Yeah, the guy who could probably kill us in our sleep. Yes.
There are
giant
people who I'm willing to
saber-tooth-
negotiate with, and there are people who I'm not. This is one that I'm not really.
the giant jungle tiger, lead owner of the humming house.
I mean, the
and
dude just told an Ifriti genie to fuck off. Like,
that, I'm sure his desk has a crack in it from that pound.
Yeah.
Yes, he actually
we
he
accept your
pounded
offer.
through the desk and accidentally hit the unlock button on the door. I rolled for that.
Beautiful.
I do want to ask the contract that's in writing, the actual specifications that require for fulfilled contract.
For this contract to be fulfilled, and for full payment, I am going to require the cage intact and the crested rift glimmer also intact.
Did I miss Tom? This is just me talking to you. Did I miss something when he gave the description of the cage of like it being special
is
or
a-
something?
Plain locked
It's plain locked.
cage.
It
Oh,
makes it so that
plain.
the
Oh,
bird
oh,
can't
oh.
escape, otherwise it
Sorry.
would just phase through the cage.
Yep.
Sorry. Plain as in plainer. Sorry.
Yes.
Yep.
I was
Plain-
thinking
it's actually,
other-
it is actually called a planar locked cage. My apologies.
Sorry,
Oh,
when you
I
said
thought-
it
I thought
initially,
plain as
was
in
thinking-
PLAIN,
he
not
heard it's a
plain as in
plain
plainer.
locked cage.
Yeah.
My
It's like, oh, it's just a
apologies.
plain
That's
Literal
a
cage.
good
cage.
point. Planar locked cage.
It's
That's
just a
very
plain
important.
locked cage.
It's
okay?
just a
Come on.
regular locked
Yeah, it's a regular plain
Oh, okay.
cage.
Plain
That's
was
no
plain
big
locked.
deal.
Market with the 125 goldie buys a cage.
Yep,
Here's your
exactly.
plain locked cage.
Yep.
So yes, he needs a planar locked cage, the
Okay.
planar locked cage, and the crested rift glimmer both intact. As one is, in his words, one is useless without the other. If you somehow manage to coax the bird to show up, it's going to be very hard for him to train it without it just flying away.
And I'm an expert in training small things.
And
And I asked for the dimensions of what the cage is like, roughly the size of.
oh, it's about bird sized.
Well,
it is, so the cage would be made out of gilded lead
Oh dear.
that has powdered silver kind of coated all over it, along with some other materials that he doesn't go into. But this would be a rather heavy cage. And it's about the size, let's see, it's about 3 feet tall, 2 feet wide. And he estimates that it probably
so you
is
said
about
2 by 3?
and he would estimate that it probably is about 300 pounds.
In the
Sorry,
event,
what?
It's
Very
300
heavy.
pounds, son. In the event that the cage, we find the cage open and the bird not there, is there a way to track the bird so we can get it back in the cage?
Ooh, good question.
That would be difficult, as you'd be trying to coax an entity that cannot be contained. Frankly, it could be anywhere.
It's just asking
Is there a
the
summoning spell or something for this thing? Like, is there something that it likes to eat that we can bait for it? Is there anything we can do to maybe gain or give us better chances?
summon spell. Simply
He-
call.
He stands up, stands up from his chair, and he is stroking his chin. The methods of containing a crested rift glimmer, and more so, getting it into a cage, are difficult to convey. Let me see if I have something.
Tom, as
Yep.
a side note, you and me are going to need to kind of go over what I would be aware of what we would need to pull this off.
Yep. Well, we're nearing the end of the session, so that would be in between sessions.
Yeah, I get that, but I think I would have the best understanding of what exactly we need to try to do this.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse you? You don't know what the other people have as gifts.
Who's the one who grew up actually in the desert?
Okay, but some people know stuff about magical entities.
No, I'm talking about traveling the desert, not this aspect of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're not the only one.
There's other people that have other backstories.
He hands you what looks to be a silver rod.
Ooh.
And there is a crude kind of like a black dull opal affixed on the end of it. And he states, think of it like a tuning fork. Tapping it will generate a tone that should attract the crested rift glimmer. However, keep in mind that they are particularly finicky, and that tone is also, well, it resonates into other planes of existence.
And it may not
Oh.
be the only thing that responds.
Yes, I would use caution while using this. It is known as a planar tuning fork.
I'll take it.
I mean, he handed it to you. He went to you and handed it
Do
to
you
you.
have any other considerations before I write up this contract?
So the cage, the bird.
Is there
everything back
anything you
safely.
know of the enemies that we might run across that are different than the usual enemies we'd find in the desert? Have you heard any news of any appeared dangers in the past few
From my
weeks?
understanding, they are a cult of... It's some apocalyptic cult of Yuan-Ti.
Cultists.
You can't
Unreasonable.
really trust them. Any Yuan-Ti, that is.
But are the Yuan-Ti the only recent danger in that area?
Oh, it's the desert. There's all sorts of danger.
Yeah.
I am aware only that they are a cult of Yuan-Ti, and based on that, I would expect the unexpected.
Oh, fun.
Very well.
Cultists. Unreasonable.
And you said you need this within the next few weeks, correct?
I need it as early as you can get it. I understand that it would take some time to get out to the desert, ascertain its location,
And get it back.
and bring it back. I am not putting a strict time limit on this. However, I would expect it within 30 days at most. After that, I'll start shaving off on the price.
Oh.
I think that's only reasonable,
Fair enough.
considering your rep as a mercenary company.
Indeed. I think we
And
are
then
good
we would need a copy.
Sorry, what?
He gets a part of the he gets a copy of the contract. We get a copy of the contract. That's
Yeah.
sort of.
That's how contracts work generally.
2,500 gold pieces, 125 of it to each of you, as a whatever you call it, down payment.
Forward, yeah.
Yeah, forward payment. And you need the cage, and he needs the bird.
Yep. I believe we are agreed.
Very good. And he holds out his hand.
I hold out my hand.
You two shake.
Shake.
A powerful magic courses into your arm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I guess?
Can we
You just
arcana
need a
check
deal.
that? I just want to know. I'm probably not gonna get it, but
So,
I'm just curious.
you can make an arcana check.
Ooh. Those of us watching.
I know nothing about this.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You fool.
Dreadhawk. So,
Curse of Doom.
this is some sort of
Contract.
binding. It is a blessing and a curse.
Ooh.
And you feel it emanate after the writing is signed, and all of you sign the paper,
We are
which you're all required to do.
We are pact bound.
Yes, you are bound to this contract.
Feels a bit like slavery.
It
it's
does.
fucking
Well,
amazing.
here's the thing. What it does do is it prevents him from actively pursuing any harm to you for this duration. And it prevents him from doing anything deceitful. So if this was like some setup to just get you guys killed,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be impossible for him to do that.
Oh, so he's
The
a
same goes for
respectable-
you.
He's a respectable businessman.
It
We
is
can't
basically an
intentionally screw
anti-
him over.
Yeah, it's basically an anti-backstab curse that is
Mhm.
placed on both parties.
Let's backstab one of the most influential people in this city.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And he says, if there isn't anything else, you're all dismissed, and feel free to grab some treats on the way out.
Treats.
And I start to head out.
I inadvertently
Thank
mimic
you, sir.
treats in his voice.
And in Raleigh,
Hmm.
Watching you, honey boo.
do let me know if you find anything else out about that deck of cards of yours.
I certainly will.
Treats. Treats.
Okay.
My God,
I
it's
might
so
actually
bright in
buy
here.
something from Samael. So I just want to double check.
Do we have to buy the treats or do we get treats?
You have to buy it.
Oh!
Yeah, no, they're not free.
I'm not spending my.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'll be nice. You guys can get one drug on the house.
Delver drops.
Yeah, I was about to say one thing of that.
I can't put it in my inventory, so you have to.
All right, I'll put it in your inventory, but you have
I'm
to.
gonna take one
take
Delver
one
drops
more.
as well.
Oh, we lost.
Oh wait, no, yeah, it's free. So I'll
Hey.
just give you a Delver drop.
Derek got stuck.
Oh shit.
Oh no, I'm sure I can fix it. I was just posting a screenshot. Apparently, I can walk into the wall, but not through it.
Amazing.
Yeah, trying to move both my tokens around at once with wall collision is a little bit painful.
Mr. Dreadhawk.
Treats.
Have a Delver drop. I think that.
Yeah, I think the Delver drops are the most useful for me too, because
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't have
take it as well.
I don't have dark
So-
vision, so I need those.
So are we done here, or are we leaving? Because I would like to stop at the market on the way back.
Yeah.
Because I need to talk with Kai Vasha and see if her caravan is heading south to the door anytime soon.
Tom, how do
so
I get the
I'll-
Delver drops for free without paying for it for my gift?
Oh yeah. Okay, that occurs to me. I'll.
You'll handle that in the off.
Yeah,
Off
we'll
time?
let you know
Yeah.
what we want, and you can just put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Message me afterwards what your drug of choice is,
Mhm.
and I'll
Oh.
answer this very quickly. Her caravan is not going out there for another week and a half.
We're gonna have to go out there
Before that.
by ourselves in the next like 3 days.
I was hoping to hitch a ride with the caravan
Well, you might meet their caravan on the way back.
because there's strength in numbers on the road.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
what I'd like to do,
When we get back, we do show a copy of the contract.
Yeah,
to
so-
the lieutenant.
you show the contract. He looks it over, and he's genuinely pretty surprised and impressed at what you guys were able to pull off.
We're not that
Um,
dumb.
He goes, "Well, this looks all in order, and were you given a pact?"
Yep.
Yes.
Good.
Sign.
Good. I would expect someone of his stature to do so, but just wanted to make sure. So, we'll do the shopping later because we've got like only 15 minutes, and I'm sure there's plenty of questions and all sorts of stuff. But I'd like to end with you guys setting off. Well, we'll set the scene here, and you have set off into the wild wastes beyond the shining city of Memnon. It is quiet out here, not only in sound but in smell. The air has a subtle natural texture to it, contrasting the barrage of smells and colors that the city bombards you with every day. You take a moment to look back at your home, its spires catching the sun and gleaming like a pile of glittering gold. Who knows? This may very well be the last time you set eyes upon its splendor.